Hello YouTube, this is your girl Comical Boom, broadcasting live from Hair Bonnet Haven. I want to say hello to all of my wonderful real subscribers and my real supporters. Hopefully you all have had a wonderful fine Tuesday. I'm on my way to my job somewhere where the hair bonnet but rats and heathens don't go. They will never know what it feels like to earn their keep. Hello, Cheryl. They will never know what it feels like to work, because they never work. They just leech off of the welfare system, one generation after the other. A whole pack of losers of society, the bottom feeders of the world. And hopefully one day somebody had a courage to put a stop to it and make them go to work, so they won't disturb other working people like me all day long and all night. It looks like it's gonna rain. I see some lightning. I see some lightning and things. Ooh, look at all them heathens with the bright lights. You know, Satan is the prince of light. That's why they like all that light. That's why they like all them extra bright lights. And they still in darkness. Ain't that a shame? All these bright lights and they still in the dark. But I digress. So, hello Ricky. How are you doing tonight? What do you say, Ricky? Trash of the world for sure. Woo, Ricky, let's talk about it. Let's talk about them, Ricky. They get mad at me talking about them, but as long as they are horrible like they are, I'm gonna keep on talking about them. If they want me to get better with this mouth, they gonna have to get better with their behavior. I'm sick of them, Ricky. I'm sick of them. And Ricky, I thought I was moving further out to get away from them. Ricky, I'm in the middle of all of it. So my pastor friend told me, I was talking to my pastor friend over the weekend about it. And when he told me when I told him where I had moved to, he said, say less. Ricky, he said, say less. He said, I know all about that area right there. He told me, you in the belly of the beast. He said that's where all of them is. And they don't never go somewhere and sit down. And he told me, when I told him I had been calling the police about it, he said, you called the wrong somebody, because they ain't with them. Woo! See, I told y'all I already had suspected that I was in danger because of the way that the policeman had responded to me the other day when I called him. And I know corruption when I see it. I know corruption when I see it. And he come over here asking for my information. He never did go over there and ask for their information, the one that I called him about. And my pastor friend told me, ooh, you in the belly of the beast. That's where all the corruption is over there. I had no idea. But I know now. And I'm going to try my best to get away from over here. Hopefully alive. And they don't never sit down. You know what? I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. The welfare system is the worst thing that could have happened to the welfare queen. These so-called black queens. The welfare system is the worst thing that could have happened to them, because it has made them real lazy, real trifling. And they have been birthing and reproducing all of these terrorists that's out here stealing killing, and being destructive. It's all intertwined. If you catch a killer, where do he come from? The welfare queen. If you catch a carjacker, where did he come from? He come from the welfare queen. If you catch a predator, where did he come from? If you catch a rapist, where did he come from? If you catch a roguish motherfucker, where did he come from? Do you see where I'm going with this? Do you see where I'm going with this? All of them come from that welfare queen. Yeah. And the welfare queen, she been hiding in plain sight. She been hiding in plain sight in front of everybody. That welfare queen been hiding in plain sight. She is the one that's been giving birth to all these wicked motherfuckers that's causing problems in the community. Every day when you turn on the news, who is it? Who is it on there doing something terrible? Who is it that got a mugshot for being horrible? Who is it? Them motherfucking garbage ass niggas. And like I said, I thought I was moving way out, and I was getting away from them. I'm 100% because they all over the earth. And man, 10, 15, no, I ain't even gonna say that much. 25, 30 years ago, they wouldn't have been out this way. Because all of them want to stay in the city, you see. For some reason, them regular motherfucking garbage ass niggas that's on welfare and Section 8, they like to stay in the city. So I'm thinking I'm coming out and towards in the county area. Way, way out in the county. I'm thinking I'm going to avoid most of them. No. I think that welfare office done put them out here. I think the welfare done put them out here because they done ran out of room in the city and things. They done ran out of room in the city. So they stacked on top of each other in the city. So now they done spread them out in the county. I didn't know. I wish somebody had told me. See, I don't keep up with them like that. I don't keep up with them like that, and I don't have no hood rat family members and friends. So how was I supposed to know that they was out here? How was I supposed to know that they was out here? And dang, but now I know. Now I know you can't get away from them. You can't get away from them. And over the weekend, after I got off my job, I went driving over in some of these subdivisions. Ooh, they had such nice houses. And I went down the street just a little bit. And, ooh, there go a hair bonnet. There go a hair bonnet. I said, I know ain't no hair bonnet over here in this nice neighborhood. And yes, the fuck it was, too. And she had a old garbage ass dude standing up there with one of them motherfucking chargers. One of them chargers. Scat pack. Or whatever you call it. And I said, oh my God. Oh my God. I said the Section 8 voucher just stretched so far, don't it? That Section 8 voucher, oh my God. That Section 8 voucher go way out there. They stretch that thing. I mean, it ain't nowhere. It ain't no limits. And a lot of these landlords and managers, they don't discriminate with that Section 8. Because they see that as guaranteed money every month. And they so desperate for $1. So they'll hurry up and get them Section 8s. They'll hurry up and get them Section 8s in the neighborhood. So now, I didn't used to see that 25, 30 years ago. These hair bonnets way out there in the nice subdivisions and suburbs and things. They in the suburbs. I never thought I'd see the day. They go to police having to deal with some niggas. They go to police. Look. This summer, baby, they're gonna be terrible this summer. This summer, just give them a few more weeks. And I got a taste of it this weekend. You know, it's real hot this weekend. For some reason, they get really, really activated when it get hot. That hot weather and niggas, it's a bad combination. Well, you know, Satan, he comes from hell, and it's hot in hell, so I guess that's the connection right there. But anyway, yeah, this weekend I went driving down through that nice neighborhood, them nice houses, and it's a brand new neighborhood, look like. And as soon as I got down in there real good, there go a hair bunny standing outside. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. And she was a young girl too, in her 20s, early 20s. And I said, oh, the Section 8. The Section 8 is out here too. The Section 8 is out here too. And this nice subdivision. I couldn't believe it. I said, my God. And when I saw that, that was enough for me. When I see one hair bunny, that's enough for me. I don't need to see no more. Because when one move into the neighborhood, there goes the neighborhood right there. There goes the neighborhood. When you see one hair bunny, that's enough. And when I came over to this place where I'm staying now, when I first came over there to look at the place and tour it, you know, it's during the day. And some people say you ought to go at nighttime and during the day, because, you know, they sleep during the day. They be up all night long and walking the floor. Even they little children. They little children don't have no certain time to go to bed. They walk the floor all night, 12 o'clock at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. Even when they go to school. Even when they gotta go to school. They don't have no structure. They don't have no guidelines. The hood rats are just out of control. They out of control. And they don't know how to raise their children because they ain't been raised. So how are they gonna put their children to bed at a decent hour? And the children gotta stay up all night long, listening to all of that foolishness that the hood rat man carry on, and then gotta see a different dude coming through there, knocking their mammy down all night long through the week. She got a different dude every other day. A different dude coming through there. And he ain't gonna bring them but a sack of marijuana and maybe a pack of hot dogs for the children, make them go somewhere and sit down while he put his ding-a-ling in her throat. You know what I'm saying? And, oh my God. The hood rats, I got a pack of hood rats on top of me and that little unit on top of me, and I got a pack of hood rats up under me. And I think they related because last week they were fighting upstairs. I don't know why they fight. I mean, you don't work. You're getting everything for free. The government is subsidizing all your lifestyle. You ought to be the most happiest person on earth. But they always angry. They always fight. I don't understand it. You're getting everything for free. You don't have to work for nothing. Seems like they ought to be the happiest people on the planet. You don't have to look at no prices when you go in the grocery store. Just throw it in the basket. And then they steal it because they sell most of their food stamps and for something to smoke. You know, they sell most of their food stamps and the children go to school hungry. I hear the children be going to school so hungry because the mammy is selling the food stamps and things. So, yeah, I have been over here for about 3 weeks, and that wind getting so high, I think it's gonna storm tonight. I haven't gotten any rest, and I'm a working woman. I got 2 jobs, and they don't have one, and I think I keep on saying it. It's a bad idea to put working class people and combine them with hood rats, non-working, unemployed hood rats. They don't have no goals. They don't have no drive. They don't have no ambition as far as a career and working and earning and keeping thing. They steal. They lie. They cheat. And they take shortcuts in life. And I think, if I had it my way, I would put them on one side of town and leave them there. And I would not allow them to cross over into the other parts of the city. And to the other parts of the county, they have to have a permit. And they only can come over there on business. No leisure. No leisure. Ain't no riding around seeing just to be riding around. No. If you don't work, you need to go somewhere and sit down. Where you gotta go if you don't work? But they always got somewhere to go. because they got something to steal. They want to go somewhere and beg. They already get everything free, but that's not enough. That's not enough. It ain't. You can't never satisfy them. They ain't never got enough. They always looking and looking, but they don't want to work for it. They don't want to work for it. They want you to give it to them. See, the entitlement complex. That's where you get people like Ja Morant. Even the ones with money. A hood rat is a hood rat is a hood rat. Even a rich hood rat is a hood rat. They all got the same mentality. And see, because they never had to work and everything just been given to them, they will always be a problem. Always. Look at their track record. Their track record speaks for itself. And the ones that I'm living by currently, ooh, they such a menace to society. And I don't know how many children they have, but it sounds like it's about 2,000 of them motherfuckers. And why are they children so ugly? I don't mean to talk about children. And I know y'all say that children is off limits. That I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to that. I call it like I see it. And this morning, it was one of them hair bunny welfare queens outside in the parking lot. I guess she was gonna take a little child somewhere. And the little child, why do they stand up and look at you? I guess they be trying to figure out, are you my... They had that expression on their face, like, they be asking themselves, are you my daddy? They say it. They don't never know who their daddy is. And they act like that don't bother them. That would bother the hell out of me if I didn't know who my daddy was. You know what I'm saying? And they the only group of people that walk around like it's okay to not know who your dad is. And, ooh, it's just a shame. It's just a shame. It's just a shame. And, the little girl was walking way behind the mammy. And the mammy, she act like it didn't even bother her. She just walking on to the car, and the little girl was way behind looking at me and things. I'm like, oh my God. You know, when I was a little girl, my mother, she used to tell me, keep up, keep up, keep up. And, you know, she was walking, I was side by side with her. Well, she had my hand, I had hers. But these hood rats, these hair bunny hood rats, they just had their children wagging way behind, walking way behind. But I used to think, well, somebody gonna kidnap them. You don't never hear about them getting kidnapped because they so terrible. They so terrible. The kidnappers don't even want them. Have you ever seen a hood rat kid on the side of a milk carton box? Have you ever seen it? No, you haven't, and you never will. They are so terrible that the kidnappers don't even want them. The kidnappers don't even want them. You know you really horrible when the kidnappers don't even want to kidnap you. You know you are really terrible. And look at COVID-19. COVID-19 didn't even want to have nothing to do with them because they too fucking flesh. It's sad how they don't go to bed. And those that stay over there, I got a group of them on top of me. And then they're not on top. They on the side. They on the side. And then, upstairs on the side. And then, I think they connected to the ones downstairs. Because like I said, last week when the ones on the top was fighting and slamming doors and downstairs. I said, oh, they connected. They connected, huh? Yeah. So I already done. I don't. The same guys that come in there marijuana, and then when I hear that music, I knew it ain't gonna be long before I smell the marijuana. It go hand in hand because they be feeling good. You see, that music make them feel good, and then they have to go to the next step, which is smoke the marijuana, or maybe one come before the other. I don't know how they do it, but I know they all do it in sequence. When I smell the marijuana, I know it ain't gonna be long before I hear that garbage ass music. And then when I hear that garbage ass music, sometime I know it ain't gonna be long before I smell the marijuana. And then when they can't get the marijuana, I hear all that bumping around. bumping around. I think they be having a tantrum when they can't get them drugs. They got to have them drugs. Yeah, when they don't have no more food stamps to sell for the drugs, they have to go somewhere and steal. And see, that's where this part come in. They sit out. Early in the morning, they be sitting out watching everybody that's working. They watching you. They not watching you just be watching you. They not sitting outside just to catch some fresh air. No. They sitting out because they trying to get your routine. That's what they doing. They predators. They sitting out trying to see what time you go to work and what time you coming back. They sitting outside to see what kind of bags you bringing in. See, if they see you bringing in a whole bunch of heavy bags, they figure you got some money. And they gonna eat when they watch you long enough bringing in them bags, they gonna do one or two things. Either they gonna rob the fuck out of you, or they gonna start begging. Hey man, you think you can loan me a couple of dollars? It's hard out here. Oh, I need to give my children something to eat. And you know they think everybody gonna feel sorry for them when they got children. That's your children. That's not mine. And you know I get sick of that. A lot of these hair bonnet heifers, they want to pimp their children out. They want to use their children as a pawn, and it works for a lot of people because a lot of people, you know, they don't want to see the children go hungry, even if the children not going hungry. You know, if the mammoths say that, the people gonna feel sorry for them, right? And they always running up to their church, even though they don't go to church. They always run up to the church begging. They getting food stamps, but then when the churches give out food boxes and things, they going up there to get that too. They probably selling it on the street. They probably selling some of the food on the street. Who knows? But the point is, they're not responsible people, and they are a liability. They are not an asset. And today I had planned to get me some good sleep because they've been wearing me out. And I can't even hardly perform well on my jobs. I got 2 jobs, and man, they've been wearing me out. I've been so sleep deprived, and I've been dealing with my sickness and things. I'm feeling a little bit better, but I could feel a whole lot better if I didn't have to live around hood rats and deal with all of that noise and all that noise disturbance and things. But let me tell you, it is very, very horrible to live around them hood rats. They are horrible. They really are. And nothing good can come from the hood where hood rats reside. Nothing good can come from the hood where hood rats reside. They are so terrible. And I had planned on getting me some good sleep, and then get up and grill me some chicken on my new grill. But by the time my alarm went off, I said, oh, I don't feel like it. I didn't even feel like it. I didn't even feel like getting up because I was so tired. I really hadn't had no sleep. I hadn't even had much sleep. And then I was thinking for the first time, I'm hoping that I won't be over there in July. I pray to God I don't be over there in July. And when I get out of work, most mornings, I try to drive around because it's real hard to find a house right now. I don't know why these contractors don't stop building houses. They don't get all these PPP loans and all this extra money from the government. I don't know why they're not building no new houses. And everybody on Facebook looking for the same thing that I'm looking for. There's a lot of people looking for a house, and we can't find it. It used to be real easy to find one, but it's real hard to find one now. And a lot of mornings when I get off, I take a little extra 30 minutes to ride down through these neighborhoods out in the country, and I don't see nothing for sale or for rent. It's real hard to find one, but I know I don't want to live in no apartment no more. I'm done with that shit, because I have realized that these apartments, even the ones that call themselves luxury apartments, ain't no such thing. Like I told y'all, ain't no such thing as luxury apartment. Unless you paying over $3,000 a month, you might be able to avoid them hood rats, them welfare queens with them Section 8 vouchers in there. You might, but that's a big might. But you're gonna have to pay a lot of money to be able to live outside of them hood rats with them Section 8 vouchers, because a lot of these managers, they accepting that Section 8. And the last apartment that I lived in that was so-called luxury, they was not accepting Section 8. But I'll never forget when outside opened back up, as it relates to the pandemic, March 2021. I ain't gonna never forget about that date. I ain't gonna never forget about March 2021, because that's when all hell broke loose over there where I was living the last time. I started seeing them hair bonnets. I started seeing them niggas walking around with them pit bull dogs. And I said, wait a minute. This ain't been going on. This ain't been going on. And I realized what was going on. And one of my former friends, who I thought was a friend, she called that office and asked them, do they accept Section 8? And they said yes. I could not believe it. Yeah. See, a lot of people was not paying rent during the pandemic, the first leg of the pandemic. A lot of people wasn't paying rent, right? So during that year, a whole people sat down and didn't pay no rent for a whole year. Some of them didn't pay rent for a whole 2 years. And that left a lot of these landlords and managers with a dilemma. How was they gonna get some money out of them units, right? In those houses. So they got desperate, even though he was kind of late, Donald Trump, when he kicked in that CARES Act and gave them some money. A lot of these landlords and managers, it was a lot of bit too late for a lot of them, because their bills got behind, and a lot of them property went into foreclosure with the bank and things, and it left a lot of these landlords and managers real bitter. So they decided to seek revenge on people that didn't even have nothing to do with it. So even though they got a whole lot of money through Donald Trump CARES Act program and things of that nature, they still took it out on everybody else that didn't have nothing to do with it. So that's why they got together and sent emails to each other, I suspect, and text messages, and they said, we're gonna get them back. We're gonna get our lick back for this right here. They gonna pay dearly for this. So that's how we got all of this inflation with these rent and mortgage increases. That's how we got here. That's how we got here. I never thought I'd see the day. $1,800, $2,400 for a one-bedroom apartment. The apartment, one-bedroom apartment is the same. You're going to pay the same for a one-bedroom apartment right now in 2023 that you would pay for a four-bedroom house in a decent neighborhood. Yeah, that's where we are now. And the landlords and the managers, they don't apologize. Either take it or leave it. That's their attitude. You're going to either take it or leave it. Get down or lay down. And meanwhile, these hair bonnet heifers, these Section 8 queens, they ain't paying nothing. I think that's not fair. And the people, the working class people, going to have to take the pressure to the politicians and demand that we have equality. We got equality with everything else, We got equality with everything else. Why should the people that don't work get a pass and disturb and keep everybody else up all night long? Huh? It's not right. We're going to have to start writing letters and sending emails to these politicians, the ones that's on the committee of this welfare program. Yeah. Everybody been too quiet about this. And I don't know. Maybe it's not enough people affected by it. I don't know. But I'm gonna start writing a whole lot of letters to these politicians. I'm gonna have to start protesting, even if I'm a one-person protester. I'm gonna have to start making a lot of noise about this. I'm sick and tired of working all night long, and then I gotta come back to a bunch of noise from people that's disturbing the peace and disrupting my right to peace and quiet, who don't even work. They don't even work. They wanna party all day. Every day is a party. What the hell are they celebrating? What the fuck are they celebrating? Failure. 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 That's what they celebrate. Every day is a party. People that work can't even party every day. But these garbage ass unemployed Section 8 motherfuckers, forgive me Lord for cussing, every day is a party. Every day. They sit up on social media all day long because it don't work. And then I hear they don't even make their children go to school every day. We got a big truancy problem. Yeah. And they keep on threatening to put the parents in jail for not making their children go to school. But they don't never do it. See, that's why they're not taking these laws seriously. These hood rats. That's why they're not taking these laws seriously, because you keep on threatening them, but you're not enforcing the law. You're not enforcing the rule. That's just like they racing up and down the street every day and disobeying the speed laws. If you don't enforce it, what good is it? Look at this garbage motherfucker in behind. Look at this garbage motherfucker in behind with all these lights. You got to know you're doing too much when you got all that right there going on. You got to know. See, I'm going to go slow. When the light change, I'm going to go real slow. I'm sick of it. And this is what they do all day and all night. They don't want to go somewhere and go to bed. They want to be in the street all night long with these bright lights, acting a fool, cutting up, because they don't have no responsibility, you see. People that work, they ain't got time to be outside all night long with their lights in somebody else's face, disrupting, causing problems, being a nuisance, being a menace to society. Packed up at the gas station. They love gas stations for some reason. Them hood rats. They love gas stations. They love gas stations. Pick a city. It don't even matter. It don't even matter which city. You gonna find them at that gas station. But that's where they meet up and sell drugs. That's where they meet up and buy drugs. That's where the cigarettes is. That's where the liquor is. And the snacks. Because you know when they finish getting high, they gonna need some snacks. They always want some snacks when they finish getting high. Or in between the high. And I think it's a shame how America has encouraged all of this society to become a junkie. A drug junkie. And they want them to stay high because they got another agenda for them. And they want them to be distracted by these and get them on drugs and things. And I think it's a shame. I've been looking at some of these young folks in their 20s. They look so bad. Ooh, they look so bad. And they too high to even realize what they're looking like. walking around with their hair all over their head. Ain't even washing their hair. Ain't washing their body. Ain't washing their teeth and things. And they just look so old and elderly. Am I the only one that can see that they looking old and broke down and elderly? And their hair looks so nasty. Their hair looks so nasty. And I don't know who started that trend with the guys wearing their hair longer than a woman, but it looks terrible. It looks terrible. And then when you're high on drugs, it looks worse. And walking around with them nasty ass clothes on every day. Every day. Well, that's what happened to you when you don't have no responsibility. You don't work. You know what I'm saying? And then the nasty guys, they can always find a nasty female. I don't know how they find each other, but they do. I don't know how they find each other. And I think that's the most disgusting form of fucking it is. Two nasty motherfuckers. Can you imagine that smell in the room? Can you imagine what that kissing is like? Can you imagine? Ooh. And I've been looking at these girls, these hood rats. Ooh, they done started coming out with them booty shorts on. They finna have some of these seats up real nasty. You know, when they get up, they have a little wet spot behind in some of these seats. Have y'all paid attention? Woo, I said it's that time of year again, huh? Oh, this weekend it started coming out in them booty shorts. I said, oh my God. We gotta look at this shit all summer. We gotta look at this big nasty motherfucker all summer. All these big nasty motherfuckers. Oh my God. And over there, I pray to God I don't be over there that long for that swimming pool to open up. I ain't never went to the community swimming pool because there's too much disgusting shit laying out there. I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look at it. I don't never go to the community swimming pool wherever I stay at. And they had that community swimming pool out there. All them nasty motherfuckers that ain't taking no bath. Is out there? No, thank you. Get somebody else to do it. I think that's real nice. And then they say, oh, the chlorine will kill it. What about the stuff that the chlorine don't kill? And then people be out there swimming and putting all that water in their mouth and things. Ooh, and all them nasty motherfuckers been out there. Ain't had no bath. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want no part of that. I don't want no part of that. The community swimming pool. But yeah, they gonna be terrible this summer. They gonna be real terrible this summer. Them hood rat females, they gonna be real terrible. And they already done get started. And this video has been going around social media these past 2 days over in Memphis, downtown. Oh, you know they got the horse carriage for a lot of people to ride on. Them hood rats done went down there and tried to steal the horse. And while the heathen was trying to steal the horse, I guess you call that horse jacking. Why the heathen? What won't they steal? I told you they'll steal your thoughts if they could. They already trying to steal your joy. Now they stealing horses and things. Are they stealing the horse for the hair? What are they stealing the horse for? What are they trying to steal the horse for? Maybe they're gonna sell it on the street for some crack cocaine. I don't know. But they steal everything. So while the heathen was trying to steal the horse downtown this weekend, they got them big nasty motherfucking hood rats, them welfare hood rats. They on top of the carriage twerking. I think it's time to stop this twerking. I mean, it looks so big and nasty and fucking. I can only imagine what the seat of their panties look like. I can only imagine what that tail smell like. Cause if you look nasty and stinking, chances are you are. That's just my philosophy. You know, you shouldn't look stinking if you ain't stinking. And they be looking so big and nasty and sloppy and stinking and things. And I just, oh, it's just so disgusting to look at them. And they, oh, everywhere they go, they want to twerk. Twerk, twerk, twerk. It don't even matter if it's an appropriate setting or not. They got to twerk because it's something in their spirit, that diabolical spirit. It it just keeps them so hot and ready all the time. And they're the most over-sexualized folks I ever seen. How much ding-a-ling is enough? And nowadays it don't even matter if they get a ding-a-ling or another box. They just wanna have their tail played in and thing. And I ain't even washed the tail. I ain't even washed the tail and thing. But they want somebody to play in it. They want to have it played in. Just go wash it first. And things. Ooh, they look so nasty. Everywhere they go, they look disgusting. And always want to party. What the hell are you celebrating? Once again, you ain't celebrating nothing but failure. You ain't accomplished a damn thing, but you want to party all the time. Party. They love to party. And I'm like, what are you celebrating? What are you celebrating? My God. But yeah, them neighbors of mine, I got one on the side of me, one group on the side of me, and then I got another group up under me. That's all they want to do. It's just party. All them unclean spirits. Unclean spirits that can't sit down somewhere. Unclean spirits. Woo! Unclean restless spirits. Unclean restless spirits. Woo! They can't never get somewhere and sit down and be still. Something is wrong when you already in your little dwelling. You don't have no job. Why can't you be still? Cause them drugs and all them unclean spirits in you. That's why. That's why they can't be still. That's why they always bumping around. That's why they gotta keep moving around and things. Just walling around and things. Just old nasty, unclean spirit. Unsettled spirit. Everywhere they go, it's the same thing. Over and over again. And I was telling somebody, I think these are the same niggas that the slave masters had to kill and whip down and beat down in the ground and things. They didn't just start being terrible like this. They've been terrible like this all along. And see, we was given a false narrative. Oh, it was the white people. The slave master went and stole them. How the hell? Why would that make it make sense? Why would somebody go and steal some terrible motherfuckers that's lazy as fuck? Huh? Why would somebody go and steal them? I think we got some lies told. Okay. And that's another terrible attribute that they got. They lie. They're the biggest liars. And they didn't just start lying. They've been lying. Okay? They've been stealing. They've been killing. They've been destroying everything they touch. They ain't just started this. And I'm so glad that my eyes have been opened. My spirit has been opened. These folks is terrible, these niggas. And there's a difference between black people and niggas. Okay? And it's sad that we get mixed up because all of us got the same kind of skin color and thing. But we're not the same. We're not the same. Touch your neighbor, say we're not the same. We're not the same. Niggas are uncivilized folks. And nothing can stop them but God and death. Nothing can stop them but God and death, I tell you. Woo, they terrible. They are really terrible. And things. But anyway, woo, I'm sick and tired of talking about them. And it'll be another day we can talk about them again. But for now, I got to go where they don't never go. I got to go to my job. They don't never go to no job. Stealing, killing, and being destructive is their job. These are Satan's folks. These are Lucifer's folks. You hear me? And it's just terrible that we got to share the earth with them. But God is going to deal with them one by one and two by two and sometimes en masse. Okay. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this live. And thank y'all so much those of you that have sent me cash apps. And if you would like to send me a cash app, you're welcome to do so. My cash app is $Carmen Kaboom. All right, you all have a great night. And don't let no Section 8 half a heathen steal your joy. Okay, they trying. They trying. They stealing everything else. They trying to steal our joy too. But just stay focused and just trust God to get rid of them. One Section 8 heathen at a time. And sometimes in two. And sometimes in mass. Yes. Alright, thank y'all so much. I'm just so glad that I'm not a Section 8 heifer. You know, it could have been me. It could have been me. Okay, somebody said so. Troll. Who is a troll? Who is a troll, y'all? Who is a troll? Put their name on it. Put a name on it. Who is it? Who is it? So I can pull over and get rid of them. What's the name of the garbage ass troll? Who is it? Y'all, I see the alert. But who is it? Put a name on it. Who is the Section 8 troll? Ooh, something done went on down here. The lights is out the thing. Who is the garbage ass troll? Will y'all give me the name, please? Who is it? It's been raining up here, look like. Who is the troll? Will y'all give me a name without me having to stroll and things? Will you tell me who the troll is, please? Well, the lights is out down through here and things. But these heathens with all these bright lights, they got enough light for everybody. For the whole street. Who is the troll? Will y'all give me the name, please? Who is the troll and things? Oh, it's raining down through here. Well, I guess I have to look through the comments later on when the video upload. I see the alert. Will you tell me who the troll is? Or is this a troll that's posting an alert? Alright. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Holla at your girl.